Hello everybody, welcome into another video for today. This video is going to be a little different. We'll be talking about something a little personal to myself. Some events that happened to me not too long ago. Now, I'm not the greatest storyteller, so I'll just try to say these events as they happen in order. And then maybe I'll diverge along the way. I'm just going to be cruising around GTA. If you don't worry about this, it's not a gameplay video. We're just going to cruise, and I'm going to talk. You can listen. You can respond in the comments if you have any questions about what I'm going to say. Any words, anything that I don't cover, you can bring up. Feel free to. Even though this is a personal topic, it's not really sensitive to me. I'm not a very sensitive person when it comes to these things. You know, it's life. Things happen in life. That's how I view it. I don't stress about it. I don't really worry about that kind of stuff. And I've been putting this video on hold for a while because it feels kind of weird to me. It feels a little cringe to talk about myself for so long. But I've talked to friends and family about doing this, and they think it's an okay idea if I portray this in the right way, which I'm going to try to do. I don't want this to be like a pity video. I don't want special views or special attention from it. I just want to share a few things about me because this might affect how I upload videos, if I upload videos, if I have the energy to do so, or if I even have the time. So it kind of relates to the channel, it relates to the future of the channel, so I feel like I should share it. So, starting off, about a little over 2 years ago, I was at work late in the night. It's about 2 a.m. I work a night shift, work a warehouse job, 9 to 5, you know. Never 9 to 5. Don't know anybody who actually works at 9 to 5. That's beside the point. I've been working about 12 hours in a warehouse, okay? I get these pains in my stomach, which I think are cramps, you know? I had Taco Bell for lunch that night. I thinking finally got me, you know? They've been telling me for years it's gonna catch up to me. It caught up to me. It got me on it. I leave work with these pains. I think it's nothing but something I ate. Something's just not agreeing with me. Turn your blinker on. But no, it wasn't. I go to my apartment. I try to make myself throw up, right? Because this pain in my stomach is just too terrible to bear. Worst pain I've ever felt in my life. I wouldn't wish this pain on anybody. I drive myself to the hospital, check myself in, all that, thinking that at the most, my stomach is getting pumped, which I've never had that, never had these issues before. But that's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's anything serious. I go into the ER. They look over me. I tell them, hey, I just got bad stomach cramps. That's all I know. And they are concerned, to say the least. They are getting freaked out by my behavior. I am in the ER, just, almost passing out. I'm dizzy. I am losing consciousness. And all they know what's wrong with me is I have stomach cramps. Something's not adding up. Eventually, they tell me, listen, bud, we gotta look inside you. We have to get a scan of you because we don't know what the F is going on with you right now. And you're scaring us, okay? It's too late to be doing this stuff. So I'm like, yeah, scan me. I don't care. Just make this pain go away. I went to the hospital thinking, whatever happens, put me to sleep right now. I don't want to feel this pain anymore. Do whatever you have to do, but knock my ass out immediately, please. Stop this pain. That's how bad it was. So they look me over, they come back in, and they're like, listen, Mark, you're gonna need surgery. We don't know what to tell you. Like, you're bleeding internally, which was news to me. They're saying you're bleeding internally, and you've been bleeding internally for a while now. Since you've been here, probably before that, you've been bleeding inside your body, and you are losing blood quickly. So they say, we need surgery. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Is that gonna put me out on my ass? Sure, I'll do it. I just wanna go to sleep. I'm tired. I worked a 12-hour shift. Don't you understand? So we go back into the surgery room. I don't know what to call it. We prep for surgery, basically. They go over all the details about me. You know, we need your consent. We're gonna call your emergency contact, which is my dad, my mom, and my dad. You know, I'm still a child. They call them. I talk to them for a little bit. I don't know what's going on myself. I'm tired. I'm out of it. I am fainting back and forth. I really don't know what's happening. All I know is that they're telling me they're going to take my spleen. I get knocked out. They have the surgery. I wake up about a day and a half later. I wasn't fully conscious the first day, but the second day I was more aware. Doctor has told my parents, my whole family, that I've nearly died. I've lost a ton of blood. I think my blood sugar was like a 0. It dipped, like whatever the term is. I don't know these facts. I've just been told from multiple people different things, okay? I'm just telling you what I've been told. Nearly died, to put it in summary, which is not cool. But at the end of the day, nearly is the key word. I didn't die. I'm fine, and I feel fine. But I look on my stomach, and there are about 28 staples going down my stomach. They have taken my spleen, removed it, and initially they thought the spleen had ruptured, where it happens in car accidents where people don't know it, or it's like a sudden contact to the spleen, like maybe a professional boxer might have it, Such trauma can make the spleen bleed and rupture, bleed inside the body, internal bleeding. And for the first month that I was out of the hospital after I recovered, they thought that's what it was. It wasn't until the month later that they found it was a tumor inside of me. Now, this tumor, thankfully, is not considered to be cancer. Okay? So that's cool. But at the same time, it's still a tumor, and it grows on organs. So, not cool. It's on my pancreas, but, it doesn't spread to other organs. We can keep it contained. We just have to watch its growth, because the internal bleeding was caused by this tumor growing too large. It grew so big inside of me that it just blew up. So that was the feeling of the stomach cramps, is when blood touches your other organs. Blood doesn't just travel freely throughout the body. It travels through veins, arteries, all that mumbo jumbo. It doesn't just, there is no blood just flowing freely inside your body. It's not supposed to touch the outside of your organs. And when it was touching mine, it was touching my intestines, which makes my intestines shrivel up. My fault. Which was causing the stomach cramps. My intestines were literally shrinking and twisting themselves because blood was touching them. That's the reaction they have when blood touches them. So I find that out. I get to specific doctors who specialize in this type of tumor. It's called a desmoid tumor. You can look that up if you want. It's a rare tumor that happens to people around my age, which I'm like mid-20s, to put it generously. Just had a birthday. Now I'm feeling old. But most places don't classify it as a cancerous tumor, which means it's benign. I figure. I guess. I can't remember. Either way, I don't have cancer. Could be worse. I could be much worse. I could be dead. At one point in my apartment when I was having this, I'm very laid back and I don't worry about things. I like to just handle stuff myself, especially when it comes to an illness or an injury. I feel like I can tough it out. I can put my mind to it. And when I went to my apartment after work that night, I had these cramps at work, and I drive 30 minutes home from work. These cramps were internal bleeding. That means I have been internally bleeding for a good hour and a half. Not to include the time waiting in the ER room, waiting for them to find out what's happening to me. That's another 20 minutes I was just sitting there, not knowing what's going on. But back on track. The doctors, I'm seeing specific doctors who are very helpful. I get this MRI scan once a month to make sure the tumor's not growing. And they removed it initially, but these tumors have a tendency to grow back, unfortunately. And this one, after a while, it has grown back. That dude. cursing me out, my driving, my fault. I wanted this to be a nice little cruise through the city, but of course, it's GTA. I am in passive mode. I made that very clear, you know. I did not want to get rocketed down by flying motorcycles. So the tumor's going back. It's been growing for, I don't know, maybe a year, maybe a little more. I would like to note that it doesn't affect me. I'm not in pain. It does not restrict me from doing any activities. I can go to the gym and work out as hard as I want to. I can go back to work. I work in a warehouse, like I said previously. I can do that work, no problem. I don't get fatigued. I don't feel any bad cramping or anything like that. I'm okay. All right? That should be known. I'm fine. That's why I don't want, like, the pity or anything like that, because I'm okay and I could be much worse. I know people who've been much worse from this. So I'm lucky, and I know I'm lucky. But the situation I'm in now is, recently I was taking chemo pills, not radiation or anything. I'm not that bad. I take pills which have some minor side effects which I don't experience. But eventually the tumor kept growing to a certain point where the doctor said, okay, these pills you're taking right now, they just don't work. Your tumor is obviously growing much larger, and these pills aren't slowing it down. And if we ever get to a point where it's too large, we're going to have to go back inside and perform another surgery on you like they did in the first place. And we don't want that. That is, I mean, DEFCON 1. That is, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And we should be far from that stage. But what I will say is it's going to sound bad the way I say it. This tumor is about the size of maybe a golf ball. Maybe a little bigger than a golf ball. It is centimeters wide, but anything that's not supposed to be in your body, that is in your body, the size, really, I don't think it matters that much, because, you know, it's not supposed to be in there. It doesn't matter if it's small or big. We still got problems, you know? Now, it is big. It is. We do it big over here. You know how we do it. But that doesn't mean it's not manageable. I can still manage it. What they've done to me now is I've been put on a study drug, a trial. This is a drug that's not open to the public. You know, it has to be tested on people through a number of times to make sure what the side effects are and is it effective? Does it work? Dude, brake check me, fucker. Is it safe to use on people, and is it okay to use it in this situation? So I'm on that now. I've been taking it for maybe a few months, and it seems like it's working. I mean, I experienced some side effects, which means that I am getting the drug. The other option was this could be a placebo drug, which is just a drug they tell you that is the drug, but it isn't. You know, it tries to trick your mind into thinking that's the drug. Like if I gave you like in Space Jam, when Michael Jordan gives all of his water to the Looney Tunes, that's a placebo. Like they think that water he gave them is special, it gives them special powers. But in reality, it's all in their minds. They were special all along. It's the friends we made along the way. Type-ish. But from my personal experience, I think I'm getting the right drug. I think I'm getting the actual thing. And even if I wasn't, if my tumor got so bad, if it swelled up inside my body to a point, they would just put me on the drug anyways. So, I mean, I'm not really losing here. I mean, I did lose in the whole live an entire life without getting a tumor thing, but it is what it is, you know? We just have to handle it the best we can. I trust the doctors who have helped me, because they've been nothing but helpful. They've never led me astray, really, I guess. It's not like I would ever know, because I'm not a doctor. I don't know how to question them. But I just want to share that I'm okay. All of this has been really weird. It's been tough on the family and some friends, I would say. Understandably so, you know. Like, I nearly died. Like, I was told, this is, I don't know if this is fact, but I was told, my mother was told by doctors that during the surgery, they would tell her and my dad, I'm assuming, that, hey, if this goes wrong, like, you're gonna be the one to tell them to pull the plug or not. Like, that's gonna, like, I think they told my mom that, like, you're the one in charge of this if this goes wrong. If you want to keep trying and he doesn't look good, it's gonna be up to you if we stop this or not. Which I would imagine is a pretty, like, gut-wrenching thing to say to a parent. And I mean, just a massive blow to her as well, just to even, like, hear that possibility. It's very insane to me. But obviously I'm here, and I got through it. Some other things they told me was, listen, dude, you were bleeding for, like, hours. There's no way you should have been able to just walk in here like you did. You shouldn't have been able to drive here, let alone walk yourself in and check yourself in for a good 30 minutes and just sit around in the waiting room. Like, there's no way. You lost too much blood. Like, you should have been on the ground in pain. Don't know how you did that. So I guess my pain tolerance is just super high, which is weird because if I bang my knee, I'm giving up the secrets to my entire family. I'll bang my shin on something and I'll sacrifice my firstborn because that pain is so severe. So I don't know. Maybe it's a life-threatening adrenaline type thing, but either way, I fought through it because I'm goated, bro. I'm goated. You can't stop me. You can't stop the train. Once it's moving, it doesn't stop. But like I said, I was going to the hospital for a stomach pump, you know? I didn't know I was about to die. I didn't know I was losing blood. I didn't know how serious this was. Never knew the tumor was in there. Nobody ever knew. How could you know? How could you know a random tumor's inside you? That's why you need to get yourself checked at a doctor every once in a while. You never know what's in there. You can't see inside there. Only the doctors can, but they're scans. Make sure you have good health insurance, though. That will get you on that one. My surgery bill without insurance cost $500,000. $500,000, okay? That's what it costs to keep my life mine. No, I had insurance. Good insurance. State insurance. Love that state insurance. Wow. Sad that I am now off of it. I am not of age anymore. But boy, did it help me out. It could have literally saved my life. But beside the point, I wanted to share that because there are days where I do feel a swelling in my stomach. It feels like something's pushing up against my abdomen. It could feel like someone's like twisting me around again. Ever so slightly. It's not a paralyzing pain. We're going off-road. But it can be a nuisance, and fatigue is also a side effect of the drug and just the tumor itself. Where a lot of these days, I want to film something, I want to do a scary video, I want to do some type of let's play, but I don't have the energy to just get up and do it. I don't feel like sitting down for so long, and like, you know, this scrunches up my abs and my stomach, which is where the tumor is, and it makes it feel like it's protruding even more. So some days I just don't have it in me, you know, and I wish I did. I like doing this, and I like doing this for all of you. It makes me happy when people say I have good content, because I do put a lot of work into it. Even if it's just one or two people going the wrong way, even if just one or two people saying, hey, your videos are good, or this video made me laugh, or I get even one like on a video, that like gives me all the fulfillment in the world. I don't need a million views. I don't need 10,000 likes. I don't need I'm the asshole. You not using your blinker when you're trying to merge. Fuck off. I won't kill anybody in this video, okay? It's gonna be peaceful. But just back to the videos, I like doing this, and I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for my incident, if I didn't know my life could be taken away so easily, I probably wouldn't be doing this right now. A lot of you out there would have never seen me, would have never known me. And that's kind of crazy. But it's also a lesson that, I mean, time is short, and I know we all know that. I know we've all been told that. And even with me knowing how short time can be, your life can be taken at any moment, I still procrastinate. I still waste time. It's hard not to, you know, especially with all the luxuries and just other ways you can do stuff nowadays. Like, you get on TikTok, you're scrolling for 30 minutes, you know? Get on YouTube, watch my videos for a good hour or something. Time can get away from you. I'm not saying stop watching. I'm just saying that you need to follow some type of dream. You need to have some type of goal in life, because like, if you don't, then why are you even, like, what's the point, you know? What are you working towards? You gotta have something you're working towards, because then you're just living life just, I mean, for the hell of it. That's what I was doing. I look back on my life when they told me, hey, you could have died. I look back and I was disappointed at what I did. I didn't become like the person I thought I would be when I grew up. And that was like, you know, a wake-up call. Like, I was very disappointed in my life. I look back and I said, what have I done? Have I done anything of meaning, really? And it's a very short list of things I've done. Things I wanted to do, things I wanted to accomplish, the person I wanted to be. It just wasn't there. And I tried thinking of things I can do, changes I can make. And one of the changes was going to the gym. I always wanted to go to the gym. I wanted to get bigger. I wanted to be stronger. No one's using their fucking blinker here. I'm getting mad, dude. This is how I actually drive. I get road rage quickly in the safety of my own car with the windows rolled all the way up so they can't hear me. Because I'm not trying to get shot out here by testing the wrong one. I looked at things I could do to help satisfy my life. Give me a goal. Push me to become something better. The gym was one thing. I went to the gym and I was scared. Like a lot of you, I was nervous. I was anxious about it. I don't want people looking at me. I don't want to... That's my fault. I don't want to bring attention to myself. I have all those same insecurities that all of you out there probably have. And those are understandable, and those are very average insecurities, I would say. And it took me a long time to fight through that stuff. Now, as I said, I'm a night shift worker. I go in the night. I go in the gym where no one is really there, so I kind of ease myself into it. I can see how it's harder for someone who would go in the day when it's maybe packed, like 4 p.m. or something like that. It'd probably be much more anxiety driven. But after a while, I got used to it. It gave me a goal. I would go to sleep every night thinking, okay, I did something. You know, I didn't become a millionaire overnight. You know, I didn't become Arnold Schwarzenegger from 2 days at the gym. But it was installing a habit in me where I could push myself to do more. I could go past my limits. I could work harder at something. And then that got me thinking of what else I can do. And I've done other things like install Duolingo, learn a new language. I tried learning Spanish. I did. I had a good 80-day streak. I did. Como estás? What does it mean? Just trying to better myself in some way, which I would hope all of you try to do. You know, I think you should. I think it's healthy to live life like that, always trying to better yourself, learning new things, exploring new challenges, pushing yourself to new limits. But then another thing I thought about doing was YouTube, doing this. And I had no computer, I had no clue how to edit. All I had was a lot of hours of watching Let's Play, you know, Achievement Hunter, Markiplier, Berleezy, Jacksepticeye, a ton of people like that, watching their videos, I had a ton of knowledge of what their videos look like and how they're presented. I just needed to know how to make them, how to edit, how to make a thumbnail, how to get the audio sounding right. And if you go back and look at my first videos, it's not good. Like you don't even see my face. I'm recording it on my PS5 through the Share Factory Studio built on the console. Couldn't really edit in that. Get over. I couldn't do much with that at all. I'm in passive mode. I was pulling it out, y'all. I was going to bring the strap out. Apologies, it got the best of me. Feel free to go back and watch the previous videos. Even when I put a webcam inside the video, it still wasn't great. The lighting was still very bad. I mean, my whole face is a giant glare, basically. No background, no green screen, no good mic. You know, and a lot of big streamers, big YouTubers don't have that stuff, and they still don't have that stuff. They just get by on their personalities and their content. But I looked at it as a thing that, you know, with all these doctor visits and surgery and treatments, like it costs money. You know, it's not free. The American healthcare system is not that forgiving, you know. Thank you. She said my car is great. Thank you so much. Then I cut her off. But I hate to break the news to you, the American healthcare system is, sometimes it can be a real doozy. It can really like bend you over the coals, rake you over the coals. I don't know. It's gonna, you know, you can go broke pretty fast. And I wasn't going broke, but I wasn't earning money. I was going back to my job and I was doing other things, but at the end of the day, it's a job. It's not a dream job. It's not something I love to do, but it's something that, you know, helps me get by. Just like a lot of you probably have, or a lot of you probably think the same way about school, you know. It's not that you have fun going, but at the end of the day, it's just something you do. Get off my bumper, mother humper. Peel tire on you. So, yeah, the gym was nice. Trying to learn a new language was cool. Finding new hobbies here and there, but nothing that was like progressing me towards something greater. And I was thinking, hey, you get another job, you get a better job, work even more hours, be more exhausted. You go to a place that doesn't let you get off as much, doesn't allow you as much free time, but at least you get paid more, right? It's all about the money. And just the way I look at life, I just don't see it that way. Like money is cool, don't get me wrong. If I won the lottery, you know, if you said, hey, commit this crime to win $10 million, I'm committing that crime easily without hesitation. I do want the money. But at the same time, like, I want to live life, and I want to live a life that's going to be enjoyable to me, because very recently I was told that I might not be living life for long. You know, it could have been taken from me very easily. So, I mean, I thought about a lot of things, but at the end of the day, making these videos and making like a YouTube career, as far-fetched and wild of an idea it might be, and this might never work, this might never pan out to be anything, but at the very least I wanted to try. I didn't want to live that life knowing that, you know, I never tried. I never knew if I could make it or not. I look at all these other YouTubers and I say, what do they have that I don't? Like, were they born rich? Were they born with 1 million subscribers? No. Like, they had to work for it the same way I'm going to have to work for it. And a lot of these guys have been doing it for years and years, and they never took off until a certain viral moment that got them started. And then they did another and another and grew bigger and bigger. Pause. Get him, Popo. Get him. Get him. Do your work. Do your work. Can't hit me, buddy. I'm in passive. Oh, don't look, kids. So I looked at YouTube as a way to, like, in the small chance that I do get bigger and I grow quickly, I have some viral moments, I could just do so much with this, you know? I don't have to work on a schedule. I wouldn't have to bow down to like any boss or something, or follow like weird corporate rules and regulations. Like, I can have my own job, be my own boss, doing something that I love to do, making people happy along the way, entertaining others. Like, I know it's gonna sound dark and it's gonna sound weird, maybe, but just the way I think about life, man. Like, I'm no hero, you know. I can't do a whole lot with my life. My life is not held to like the highest standard, the way that, like, I don't know, a president's life, or some like super rich influencer, or somebody that like a healthcare worker. Like, I don't do much for society. My life is not on the top of the charts of like being valuable in the world. It's just, that's just the way I look at it, you know. And that might be weird to you. That might feel wrong. That might sound weird. I'm probably not explaining it the best way. But my goal in this life is to like make others enjoy theirs, basically. If mine is short, if mine doesn't live up to expectations, if I don't succeed in whatever I do, at the very least, I would have helped someone reach their goal. I would have helped somebody out when they needed it. I would have been an influence in somebody's out here shooting because they are running. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Get out of the streets. I would have been an influence in someone else's life, you know? It's, I forget the word. I think it's somber. Where the definition of somber, if it's somber, is the realization that everyone else is living just as intricate and complicated lives as you are. I'm the main character of my story, but I'm not the main character in anyone else's. You get what I'm saying? And even though I might not be the most fascinating main character, I might not be the biggest, I might not go down as the greatest, that's fine. That's fine with me. It's okay. At the very least, I can be one of the greatest side characters in someone's story. I can be like the Vegeta to someone's Goku, you know, which might be a bad comparison because Vegeta was like a bad dude for a long time and he did a lot of bad things, but you get what I'm saying. I could be the Robin to all of your Batman. Ugh. And like I said, I know that sounds weird. I know a lot of people want to be the Batman. They want to be like the greatest. They want to be the one who's super popular, super rich, super successful. To me, that's just not the only important thing in life. And you don't have to think like me. You don't have to follow the same path. That's okay. I'm just saying that you should have a path that you want to follow. You should have some morals that you want to keep to yourself. Like I've said plenty of times, life is short, and you know, you don't know when it can be taken from you. So at the very least, my thinking is, no matter what happens, I will be remembered for something I did to someone. Even if my story isn't written, and it's not the most well-written story, it's not the most accepted story, it's not the biggest story in the world, at the very least, I will also be a part of everyone else's, if that makes any type of sense to you. That's the way I live my life. That's why I want to live life. If this YouTube thing picks up, I would want to be one of those YouTubers that like does charity events. I would want to help people, because as rough as my situation is, there are people who have it 10 times harder, you know? I've seen that. I have family members who have lost their lives to cancer. Like, and I technically don't even have it. So I'm kind of in the spot where it's like, I really don't think I can complain, you know? As unfortunate as it may seem, I'm not. I'm lucky. That's the way I see it. So I hope this was somewhat insightful. I hope you get a better understanding of who I am just as a person, because a lot of you guys are going to be, well, I hope so, a lot of you guys are hopefully going to be watching me in future videos, and I just want to know who you're watching exactly, what I stand for, and what I want to do with this channel. I want it to grow. I want to start a community. I want to have like friends in here, and I want to be like a bigger YouTuber. And if my friends want to be YouTubers, I can help lift them up. You know, everybody eats over here type mentality. I want the purest intentions from this channel, and I can't do it alone. Obviously, I need all of your help. I need you guys to watch and like, and I need more people to subscribe. But at the same time, that's on me to make better content and keep growing and keep evolving as a creator. Learn new ways to edit, learn how to do different videos. I think I need to find a niche for my video, like narrow down a certain topic and stick with. No, I don't think any AI in this game uses a blinker. I think I need to narrow down what I do on this channel, and so far my thinking is scary games, because I mean those are always enjoyable and they get a lot of content, because who doesn't love a good jump scare? We all get to laugh, we get scared together. It's a very easy content to make, you know. But I'm not sure yet. I'm not sold on any one thing. Like, I want to do long Let's Plays. Like, I love playing the God of War, Uncharted, Alien. I like doing the scary things. I like doing multiplayer games with my friends. There's just so many things I want to do, but I think to really get started and get this channel off the ground, I'm gonna need to narrow it down for a while. And then once I get bigger, maybe I can expand more, which that would be the goal. But speaking of that, before I wrap up the video, I do want to give a shout out to Generic Lucas, who you guys have seen on the channel, or you've come to my channel because you've seen me on his channel. A quick story of just how we met. I'm halfway across the country compared to that dude. Like, we do not know each other. We didn't know each other. I simply scrolled down the YouTube feed. Bro, what kind of turn was that? What kind of shit show are you running here, buddy? My goodness. Sorry. Back to Lucas. I didn't know the dude. I just saw him scrolling through YouTube. And I saw he had enough subscribers and enough hours to be like monetized, which is why I want to be. He's someone who achieved my goal. Sorry for hitting the mic. So to achieve my goal, I wanted to see how it is from his perspective, like how he did it. And he's very helpful. We've done a lot of videos together. Obviously, you may have seen, you may have not. Go check him out. I do appreciate it. And check out his channel out. I'm sure he would appreciate that. But it's things like that where, to accomplish this dream, I know I can't do it alone. I need other people, and I want to build a community. And that's what really started. And he took a chance on me, which I really do appreciate. I was a stranger. He didn't know me. I just said, like, hey, you know, watch some of my content. If you ever want to do like multiplayer games, we can do that, because I'm starting a channel. I'm not going to say anything that gets you like demonetized. Whoa, that spawned in. What an obstacle. But I was like, I'm not going to say anything that's going to get you canceled, obviously, because I'm trying to start a career of my own. And I want to know how you did it, or what worked for you, your thumbnails, like how you edit. If I have any like video questions, I would ask him. And he's been very helpful. And he lifted my channel up. He got me a lot of subscribers from his community. And that's something I really do appreciate. And I hope I can do that with other people as well. And reach out, branch out to farther places, to other channels and their communities as well, to really grow the channel. I think that's the best way to do it. So shout out to Lucas if he's watching this. I really do appreciate that, man. That helped me a lot. It meant a lot, you know. He didn't have to do that at all. It was a very risky thing he did. But I'm glad he did it. I'm glad he took a chance on me. Him and Tyler, his friend Tyler, both of them have been really helpful on this journey so far. And those will always be like day one guys to me. So if you do like this channel, you like my videos, you like this video, show them some love, subscribe to them, watch some videos, like them, do whatever you can for them. I'm sure they would appreciate that. But just to wrap up, I've been yapping for so long. What is blood yapping about? Professional yapper. Summarize, yeah, I got a tumor in me. Yeah, it's growing. Yeah, it's a problem. But I don't live my life according to this tumor. I don't let it do anything to me. I'm fine. I feel fine. I eat healthy. I work out. I do everything I can to make sure I'm in the best state to where this tumor can't harm me. And hopefully it doesn't. But if it does, that's life, you know? Whatever obstacle it gives me, we're gonna attack head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Nope, I don't want any of that. I'm not just gonna give up whatever they throw at me. Like, I will fight whatever happens. I'm gonna continue doing this channel because I like doing this, and even if it doesn't work out, that's okay. You know, I tried. I lived my life knowing I tried at something. I think that's a valuable lesson that all you should go through. If there's a dream that you think is too big or it's too silly or people aren't going to get behind you, I can tell you that, you know, no dream is too big. But when it comes to other people's opinions, you know, take some with a grain of salt, because I also have friends that don't really believe this can be a thing, and that's very understandable. Like, it's if a friend asks you to donate to their business to get it started, like, you'd be kind of hesitant, wouldn't you? Like, you don't know what it is, you don't know if they're trustworthy enough. You just don't see your friend becoming a millionaire, you know what I mean? Not saying I'm that guy, but I'm not that guy, pal. But, you know, it is hard to support somebody that you don't know what their full intentions are. So, yeah, I have family members and I have friends that don't watch the videos, who aren't subscribed, who don't like the videos either. But that's okay. It's understandable. I hold nothing against them in that, but I'll say if you're, you know, trying to achieve your dreams out there, and I hope you are, you can't expect support from everybody. That doesn't mean you won't get any support. I'll support you if it's reasonable. But wherever you are in life, maybe you're just a kid in school, it's fine to not have like a very like thought out dream just yet. But if you're like in high school, or if you're an adult watching this, you're one of my friends, family, I hope you really do find something that you want to do, and that you go for it, and that you aren't scared of what other people might think, because the insecurities can really be like the death of your dream, and it can really change your whole life around never pursuing that. And that kind of makes me sad a little bit. So I hope I approached this the right way. I hope I sounded somewhat intelligible about the whole situation. I hope I didn't ramble on too long. I hope I didn't make this video weird and sound, I don't know, pitiful, feel sorry for myself. Let me know in the comments, you know, any questions you have about anything, or how you felt about all this, how you felt about being personal and all that stuff. I'm probably not going to edit this. You can watch it all the way through. That's okay. But it feels good to get that off my chest. It feels good letting you all know what the situation is, how the channel will be moving forward. I appreciate all of you for watching for as long as you have. New subscribers, I appreciate that you're here. Anybody who's made it to this part of the video, I appreciate you for sitting down and just listening to me talk and get this stuff out, because even though I take it in stride and I don't really worry about it, keeping things pent up is really tough, you know. Eventually gotta talk to somebody about it. And I'm not your therapist, you're not mine. That's okay. We can still be cool to each other. We can still be a person to person here, you know. I can be completely transparent with you just because I just don't see any point in hiding it. It's not that serious. It is, but it's not that serious to me. I'm okay. So, like I said, thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a like, you know, that makes sense. Comment anything you want to know. I'll try to answer it the best I can. I might have left out some details, some plot holes. It's fine. The multiverse will fix it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share it around with your friends. Get this thing popping, you know. Let's grow the channel. I want to do big things here, but I can't do that without any of you watching or subscribing, sharing, commenting. all that stuff puts me on YouTube's front page. It puts me in recommended sections, you know? It helps me out. Go check out Generic Lucas. You can find him in one of my videos, or I'll tag him in the description as well. Show him some love. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for me, y'all. I've been talking long enough. That's a lot to process. I'll leave you with a quote that I think Tony Parker once said, the NBA player. He said, if nobody's laughing at your dream, you haven't dreamt big enough. Do with that what you will. Take that whatever mean you want to take it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one.